All right, everybody, let's take two. Welcome to Hoodoo TV. It is October 17th, 2018, and there's been some technical difficulties. YouTube was down yesterday, so we're doing this on Wednesday, actually New Comic Book Day. My name is Hoosier. Thanks for joining me. Yesterday was crazy with YouTube going down. Wasn't sure what to do because I just changed the technology up a little bit, and I thought it was all me messing up everything, and I'm glad it kind of wasn't, even though I still have been messing up things here and there, so I apologize to anybody that may be missed out on it. So yeah, so here we go. YouTube Live, Hoodoo TV. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. It is just right there. Boom, boom. And if you're new to the channel, I do comic book reviews, interviews, con coverage. I'm going to try to do a lot more with this, and then trying to change up the live show a little bit till we talk about new comic books that come out next week, or this week currently, came out today. We're going to try to limit any of the spoilers, and then go from there. And I did recently open up a Patreon account. So if you are new to the channel, or you're just doing that, just enjoy it. But if you've been enjoying this channel and you want to help support it, keep it going, I would appreciate any of the support you guys can give. That would be awesome. So take a look at it. It's, patreon.com/Hoodoo TV. A link is in the description. And we'll go from there. So links in the description, take a look at it. And let's talk about some new stuff that happened in this week. Some things that have happened in comic book world of geekdom. First off is the Pennyworth show. This is going to be Alfred Pennyworth, so the butler that has taken care of Bruce Wayne, Batman, for as long as we can remember, is getting his own show. The showrunner is going to be Bruno Heller, who did the show Gotham. So it's a cool concept. Young Pennyworth, he just got out of the war, and it is going to be played by Jack Bannon, which is a he's been around. He's young. Changing the way Alfred is. And then Ben Aldridge is going to be playing Thomas Wayne. He's in a show called Fleabag and Skinny Dip. But we're getting a cool concept there of what's coming with a TV show there, and that is going to be that's going to be Pennyworth. So cool story there. I think it's pretty awesome. One of the things that recently came out in the comics today was what Dick Grayson, or formerly known as Dick Grayson's, new name is going to be. A lot of things happen, so this might be spoilers, so close your ears if you're not. But he's going to be, obviously, Dick goes by Richard, Richard goes by Dick, but he doesn't necessarily like being called Dick now, and he's going to go by Rick Grayson. What are your thoughts? Do you think Rick Grayson, are we getting too PC and not wanting to have somebody's name who's been like that forever now change? I guess it's an interesting concept that they're doing with him, and how they're doing it. So it goes over all right, but it is still a change that I'm not too, I don't know. I guess I'm on the fence of it. I think we might be too politically correct sometimes, and that can kind of change what we're going with. So to not be too politically correct is Iron Fist is now going to be canceled. So Danny Rand is gone. We are not going to have any more Iron Fist. It's over. It's over. But we will be seeing Daredevil 3 coming soon. Season 3 of Daredevil's coming, which has been a great series all the way together. That's one of my favorite Netflix shows out, is going to be Daredevil. And then we got some news on the DC front, and so I think this is interesting. There's going to be a new writer tied, and that is James Gunn. The Guardians of the Galaxy fired man who has let go at Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be doing Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, to me, was a show that I really enjoyed. I really liked Suicide Squad. I know there was some mixed feelings about it, but I thought it was good. I was excited to see a group of those characters kind of knowing the villains and where they're at. And then, you know, the Joker had such a small part, didn't really play a role to me. I do think that Margot Robbie did a great job as Harley Quinn. She brought Harley Quinn to the front, and now everybody loves Harley Quinn. So I think that's kind of cool that we got some Harley Quinn coming. So give it up for that. I think that's a cool concept. What else do we got in the news today? Oh, there we go. Sometimes I watch a show called Hollywood Babylon, and they talk about no thanks, we already have one. And this is one of those things where I am saying, no thanks, we already have one. We already had a great Big Trouble in Little China, and no, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, don't make yourself get in the way here and become, you know, and take over this franchise. Don't do it. You have done it already with the Fast and the Furious. And, you know, you just kind of got your way in there. I know you're hot, you know, not that hot, but you're hot as far as being a hot actor, a hot commodity in Hollywood right now. And it's probably just a cash grab. But I enjoyed Big Trouble in Little China the way it was. So it really kind of gets me to that point where I'm not so hip on this. I would prefer to not have it. I mean, I liked it the way it was, and I don't think we're too far. I don't know. It's just one of those ones where I liked the original the way it was, and I don't think The Rock needs to get his hands in this one and go from there. Like I say, he kind of bullied his way into a role. I don't say bully is probably not the right word, but he got himself into a program that was already established, and that's the Fast and the Furious. And now he's posting pictures about Idris Elba joining him in the team doing it. But like, he's not original in that. I know one of the guys is dead, but Vin Diesel's gone, and those two don't get along. But Vin Diesel's one of the originals. But Vin Diesel is on another project, a hot project. Have you guys seen this image of Bloodshot? Oh my goodness. I love this Luis LaRosa cover. Now, first time I've seen it with color recently, and this was one of the ones that was auctioned off at the recent Game for Paul, Play for Paul, whatever it was called, Paul Walker's program for this. So I think it was really cool that he had that, but it looks great. Dude, I just can't say enough about what is to be coming out with Bloodshot. They have a synopsis that recently came out that said that this is going to be Ray Garrison. It's going to be Rising Spirit Technologies, not Project Rising Spirit, and the Nanites. It's a dead soldier. He's, you know, and the memory, a lot of the 2012 concept is going to be on it. And they mentioned some of his allies, maybe allies, is Chainsaw, codename Chainsaw. So what is it going to be? I think is going to be kind of the exciting piece of it. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be great. Go check that out. And then we got some really cool stuff from some books coming out. Oh, you know what? We're talking Valiant. Let's talk about Valiant. Stop there. The 2012 or the January 2019 solicit came out for what's coming out in January 2019, and on that in 2019 there's going to be a only 5 books. Bloodshot, Rising Spirit number 3. I believe it's going to be Livewire number 2. Exo Manowar, Shadow Man, and Fate Deadside. That's it. Nothing more. Just those 5 books, and I believe a trade or 2 is coming out with it as well. And it's kind of sad to only see the 5, and I hope we get some more. I thought we were told that every month in 2019 we're getting a brand new book, and the solicits only have 5, and none of them are number 1. So that is something that's kind of sad, kind of disappointing about what's going to be happening with this show, or with Valiant, where Valiant goes from here. I don't know, and that's kind of the part that kind of has me kind of worried about what is going to be, what's going to happen. And you know, I hope that we get more books than 5. I hope they sell more. I also see that the variants, there's only one variant. There's an A cover, B cover, and a variant, and one variant for most all of them. So you're not getting the 1 in 10s, 1 in 20s, 1 in 25s, 1 in 50s. So that's a little different. I would think that even a Bloodshot 3, a Livewire 2 would still have a little bit more of a need for more variants. I feel like there would be more people buying it, but I don't know. I am unsure. One thing I'm going to get into right now is I want to know what everybody else is pulling. Make sure that you're putting it in the chat what you guys are pulling. I'm curious to know what everybody's pull list is. What kind of comics do you have? What kind of comics are you pulling today? What is in your haul from the comic shop today? As we get into that, the live chat, go ahead and punch it in the live chat or in the comments below. Make sure you put it in the comments below, and we will see what's what. I would like to know what everybody's reading. Oh, some of the things I usually have what I like to call Trade Wait No More. But Trade Wait No More is not this week because we have some special events coming from 2 special characters that would normally be on Trade Wait No More. One of them is a thing I like to call Things Remembered. Remendered. Not remembered. Things Remendered. That's what I stole it from. So, Things Remendered. And one up is the hardcover of Deadly Class. Yes, Deadly Class Volume 2, the show that is going to be, is got the hardcover out. If you have not got into this, this is a huge, giant size hardcover book that just looks beautiful on a shelf, and it reads great because of the giant print that it comes out with. And it's one of those ones that I recommend. I say get into it right now because coming soon, you got Deadly Class, the TV show. There's a Volume 1 with actually has the Sci-Fi Network cast and crew on it, or the cast on it. So it's worth taking a look at it and getting. I would say run to the store, pick you up a Deadly Class, and kind of take it from there. I think there's some good stuff that is going to be happening with it. So take a look. Deadly Class Volume 1. And then we're going to move over to another Things Remendered, and that is Volume 1 of Death or Glory. Death or Glory is Rick's newest book, and it is centered around Glory, who is a transient. She has grown up on the road against kind of normal society, and her father is ill. And so she is, and they have no insurance because they're, just nomads pretty much. And with this actually gets her to want to do some things for her father, and she ends up kind of doing some things. She has a crazy ex-husband. She's going against the mob. Rick Remender does a great job of getting a little bit of horror into this story, which is really cool concept to otherwise a non-horror book. And I love that just kind of like surprise that he brings on to us there. So great job there. Go pick up this this trade right here. And another thing that I like to, that would normally be on our Trade Wait No More, that comes out today. And that is coming from the Library of Lemire. This is Gideon Falls Volume 1 of Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrento, butchered the name. This is their Volume 1 of the great book Gideon Falls. It's going to be coming into a TV show eventually. Hive Mind with Dinesh is also in touch with that. A great suspense thriller kind of horror comic, and it is just such a cool mystery book. It centers around 2 parallel people, a priest and a guy with some bad mental health problems going on. And he's they're both kind of just like these parallel stories, and it all centers around a mysterious black barn. Man, Lemire, it's a very character-driven story, and it is one of those ones that I'm going to recommend that you get. And yeah, definitely take a look at that one because it is going to be a great one. And again, put your comments in below about what you're pulling, because some of the new books coming out, and this is the single issues, continuing on the Library of Lemire. Gideon Falls number 7 is back. It took a month off to kind of get the next trade, get the next arc ready, and it is back. You know, what can I say? We're gonna learn more about this Black Barn and these parallel lives that are going on in the city and out in the rural area. There's so much connection within this book that just leaves it leaves you wanting more. And continuing with the Library of Lemire, we have Black Hammer. Black Hammer is back again, and Black Hammer is a great world. You know, Eisner winner of one of his best new series that came out, and this one is about Colonel Weird, and he finds himself in a strange land, and it's ever changing, and what happens with that. Just get into this Black Hammer universe. I think it's going to be a ongoing universe that will be around for a while, and I recommend that everybody kind of, you know, read it. Get volume 1, volume 2. I know you can pre-order one of the recent issues of one of the recent issues, the library hardcover that's coming out of Black Hammer, and that's going to be volume 1 and volume 2. Take a look at that. And then from there, a Source Point Press book, a #1 issue. This is a book called Ogre, and it is about an ogre who is chained up in a castle with a dead corpse. But along with that dead corpse is the ghost of that dead corpse, and they need to decide how to escape and what the adventure is going to be on, that where their life can take them next. A really cool concept. I got to meet, I believe it's Dan Saley at Rose City Comic Con, and he's done some cool books. I believe Salvagers was one of his that he's done as well. But just a cool concept. So I would say pick up another #1, support local small comic, independent comics. And then there's one that's not as small, but it's the Exo Sisters. And this one is said to have already been optioned as well for a potential TV show that is coming. This book centers around two sisters, Kate with the K and Kate with the C, the Harrows, Kate and Kate Harrow. And they're basically identical twins that can, you know, deal with the dead side type of thing. If you've lost a loved one and you've made a deal with the devil, they can help you get your soul back. So, you know, I don't know. I like the LaFuentes cover on the bottom corner. And then always an Image #1. Sometimes you never know what Image #1 book is really going to do. And then from there, another #1. This is coming off of the Vertigo, DC Vertigo title. And this is Lucifer, another Sandman Universe book. And if you don't know Lucifer, Lucifer is Lucifer. So he is in a dangerous journey, and he is trying to find the mother of his abandoned son. And the Prince of Lies finds himself imprisoned and crippled by mysterious forces who seek to torment him for their own terrible ends. Yeah, the Sandman universe has been good so far. If you haven't read any of the Sandman universe, it's worth getting into, taking a look at. There has been some cool stories. The House of Whispers. Sandman is awesome if you haven't met Sandman. And then we're going to go into another #1, and that is going to be Marvel, off of the Black Panther universe, the Black Panther comic on the Marvel world, is going to be Shuri #1. She kind of took over the movie on Black Panther, and she is a cool character. I don't know what a solo title will be for her, but I do think it will be pretty cool. It has... Black Panther has disappeared. He's off in space, and Shuri is there to kind of take up the mantle of the Black Panther. And she is, you know, she loves to be around her gadgets. She's technology and science. And what's she gonna do? What battles is she gonna have to take care of? I do love her big arm gun, Panther gun that she has with the Panther head. That is freaking awesome. So get into Shuri #1 there. Next up, Quantum and Woody. Elliot Rahal has got this and one more issue left for Valiant's Quantum and Woody. So they're basically just came back from their other verse, and they're trying to basically put reality back together. Knowing these guys, who knows? I mean, it is Quantum and Woody, and they are the world's worst superheroes, and but they're still Quantum and Woody, and they mean well. What can they do? Is kind of the point that we're at. Like, what are we gonna get from Quantum and Woody? How's this gonna end? It's 2 more issues left, this one and next month, and where Elliot Rahal takes it is one of those things where we don't know. But I'm sure there are a lot of us, just like me, interested to see what is going to come next with that. And next up, we have another addition to the show. And this is Kent's Creation. Yep, love my puns. Kent's Creations put together there. Black Badge number 3. The coolest concept of, you know, a group of Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts that have got every badge you can think of, and what is next for them. They're a black ops team in Pakistan, and they're trying to deal with, you know, the consequences of war and see where the battle takes them. Kent and Taylor Jenkins is on this as well, and what they did with Grass Kings was phenomenal, and where they continue to take this is really, who knows. That's kind of the thing I like about it. There's a cool concept there, and it is going to go into a lot of different directions, and I can't wait to see what we get from them all the way around. And awesome books. I want to know what you guys are reading this week. What's coming out? What are you guys pulling? What's on your pull list? What is going to be the next thing for you? Put that in the comments below. Also, make sure you check us out at Twitter. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. And then there's Patreon. Definitely help me out there. We appreciate you help supporting the channel. There's going to be some things like you're going to get access only to Patreon only posts. You're going to get access to the live videos, the old live videos that have been archived after 3 months. So you'll have access to all of those. You're going to be polls, the end of the year awards that we're going to do here. We're going to have polls for what books do we review. Polls for just the number of things that are related to the channel. Just take a look at it. Patreon.com/Hoodoo TV, and check us out there. Also, make sure you check us out. Make sure you're subscribing to this channel. We appreciate you subscribing. Check out some of our old videos here on the corner, and let us know what you're thinking, guys. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching Hoodoo TV. I am